Okay, so hello there everybody, how's it going? It's TheAngryNerd again today. And we're gonna just have a quick talk about Ethan from H3H3 podcast. I fucking love the guy. He's a really good dude. I love a lot of his content. A lot of times he comes up with good hard-hitting content that either makes that like shows like some shit that people have done that have been bad in the past, like Logan Paul, Keemstar, and a lot of these other people. So that's about as far enough as I'm gonna go with giving him credit. How I feel about him as of this point in time with the whole PewDiePie and the whole spiel is that I really don't agree with what he said on his podcast. Easy as that. And here, I will give you some reasons why, maybe with a couple clips too. Because another person did a very good video about it, named Kravis, Karvos. And to me, how I felt a lot of Ethan's podcast was just, Ethan, you're such a good guy. Like you just did all this really nice and decent stuff. Like you're hitting PewDiePie where it hurts. And like I know these two are like good friends, but still, to me, what I didn't agree with was just the whole thing in general. Like to me, it doesn't. Like I said before in my other videos, it doesn't matter to me. It's either it's all okay or it's not okay. And the thing is, Ethan has said the N-word on a podcast, and I'll play it here.
But the question is like, I don't know. When I first saw that, I was pretty shocked. I'm like, dude, come on, man.
What a fucking nigger. Jeez, oh my god, what the fuck? Sorry, but what the fuck?
I'm glad that he did apologize, and like he said, there's no excuses this time.
I can't defend him. It's completely indefensible this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he really just dropped the N-bomb, like, straight up. And the way he used it was just awful. You know, I love that I can just say nigger faggot, though.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't really say that.
Do you feel like...
Empowered?
I feel like you're using it a little liberally.
I love saying nigger faggot. It's so wonderful.
The other thing that I feel about it is that I know that he used it like how iDubbbz has been using it. And this is almost like this is a pretty old podcast. But still, the point is that he deliberately made that video about PewDiePie. I can understand where he came from, how he was feeling upset and hurt because all these people stuck their necks out for him. But in the same time, I really, really, really just don't agree with how he did his podcast. I really don't. And it's not good. And I know he's been attacking Keemstar and Scarce for them reporting the way that they wanted to report and give their own honest opinion about it, saying that Ethan is being a bit of a hypocrite, even though he said the word. Okay, so here's how I feel about the whole thing since I've looked up what everybody's been doing. Okay, one, I feel that, I don't know, like, this doesn't sit well for anybody, to be honest with you. And, I feel like a lot of the fans have been spiking up a lot of this drama and tension. And, even, everybody has reworded something wrong. Someone has reworded something wrong. I do like what PewDiePie said in one of his streams. He said that him and... that he should just play a game of PUBG with him. And, just squash everything that's happening. What was another thing that I was gonna say? Also, supposedly, he threw JonTron under the bus and, like, did a bunch of other things that just weren't that great. And, I don't know, one guy definitely put it in a correct wording. There are no friends. On this platform, it's Game of Thrones. That's pretty much what it is. Whoever can get you up is how it is, and it's really fucked up to say. But, I don't know, just the whole podcast and everything, just, I don't know, like, I'm not saying it should be deleted, but it shouldn't, I don't know, it's stupid. I don't like it. Like, he didn't do it right. Keem didn't report it right. Nobody has really been reporting anything right. This has been all about PewDiePie saying the N-word, and it should have been just, it's over when he said he was sorry about it. All this other shit is just YouTubers getting at each other, getting under each other's skin. I understand why Keemstar's mad. He called out, what's his name? He called out, we're not Keemstar, H3H3 called out Keem and Scarce. And just fucking flipped his lid on one of the podcasts, and I really don't agree with that. Second part is just the whole Felix thing. It shouldn't have even been the main thing. It's fine that you're voicing your opinion, but still, you said the N-word over and over again on another podcast, and to me, I feel when I read one of Keem's tweets saying that your N-word pass is revoked. That's the thing. It's either all okay, or it's not okay. What side are you guys on? To me, I feel that when you're recording or doing anything, it's not okay. None of that should be okay. But also, too, how I feel another thing that is not okay, throwing your friends under a bus over and over again, isn't right. Like, JonTron, how I felt about it when I saw the fucking thing of him, like, and he's also another guy that I like, how he said more black people commit more crimes than white people. I was like, man, you're silly. Everybody commits crimes. Crimes are fun. That's what it is. It's the whole thrill of being able to, like, do something illegal and get away with it. That's the part about it. But, I don't know, I can definitely see that, like, Ethan is losing it, and it's scary. Because, like, he's such a cool dude. Like, all of them can be pretty cool people, but just all this stuff isn't really good. Like, you know what we should do? We should all just turn off our brains, just forget about all this stuff even happening. And that's how I feel things would probably be a bit better. Like, some other people did this a really better way, like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. They didn't even comment about it. They didn't care. They were just like, whatever. Felix can say what he wants to say. That's how it is. And, like, for people like Ken, who have friends that are African American, same for me. A lot of them felt were like, you know, people have said, like, his friends didn't say that because he never had to talk to them about it, but to me, I talked to a couple of them about it. And what they said to me was, it's not right that the word was said, but still there's so much more important shit to worry about, like all these hurricanes and crazy things that are happening. And I would really love to see, like, what H3H3 would really say in another podcast about the whole situation. I don't think an apology is in order, but, like, I would love to see what was inside his head when he thought about jumping on this case, because he was the first one that threw the stone. I did see a couple of meme videos before that. But, how I feel about it is just, I really want to know what his thought process was jumping on this. He knew it would shake YouTube's boat as a thing. And I don't know, I don't agree with, just throwing all your friends under a bus to, like, further yourself and your fucking public agenda. I think it's fucking horrible. But to me, it's like, that's how good of a person I am. If a friend of mine said something bad and somebody came to me and talked about it, you know what I would say? Talk to them about it. That's their thing. I have no personal thing with that. I'm not gonna make a video saying they're at the wrong. and that they shouldn't be saying this stuff because it's their own thing. Like, let them do what they do. If it's not right, I would talk to them about it. But in the same time, it's that person's thing. Ken did have a very good point with that. It's just like, you know, unless if you didn't have a horse in the race, don't jump into the race. To me, I just love conversation. That's what I mean. I really hope some people will talk in the bio, or fuck, not the bio, that's silly as shit. The description, and tell me how they feel about it. And I don't know, there's just so much more shit to worry about, and even, like, fucking PewDiePie wants to just squash it and get it over and done with. And I commend him for doing that. But anyway, see ya.